The first time I think I personally heard about Earn in Africa was through Yves Bagazi, and I believe he's among the founders of Earn in Africa. Maybe you can tell us, what would you say are some of the goals that or objectives that you want to attain as Earn in Africa? Before we mainly talk about Earn in Africa in particular, maybe we can look at the job environment here in Kenya, because I believe that most people are used to, having CVs, taking them to offices, getting jobs through connections. But now, right now, there's this rise of remote jobs.
Yes.
What made you feel like Kenya is a fit, audience, or is a fit area to bring, these remote jobs? What's up, people? Presenter Ali here. Today we are joined by one Darcy from EIA Academy. We're going to be having an amazing conversation in regards to remote jobs, right? And among other things that we, the youth, really need to get caught up with. How are you doing?
Doing very well.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Maybe you can start by introducing yourself.
Oh, thank you. My name's Darcy Fisher, Canadian citizen by birth. That being said, I've been in and out of Kenya for many, many years.
Yes.
Haven't seen snow for about 4 years now.
Wow,
I've been in Kenya. So I am the Chief Operating Officer with EIA Academy,
Yes.
which stands for Earn in Africa.
Yes.
So our sole purpose is to both educate people, develop their skills and prepare them for remote working,
Yes.
along with strive to link as many people as possible
Yes.
to good jobs.
Wow. The first time I think I personally heard about Earn in Africa was through Yves Bagazi, and I believe he's among the founders of Earn in Africa. Maybe you can tell us, what would you say are some of the goals that or objectives that you want to attain as Earn in Africa?
Sure, yeah, that is correct. Yves Bagaza, he is an American entrepreneur.
Yes.
He's the founder of EIA Academy. We've come up with some goals. We want to train and provide up to 1 million people with jobs here in Africa. We're starting in Kenya.
Yes.
We'll likely be going outside of Kenya in the next year to come, but we're focusing solely on Kenya at this time.
Yeah, remote jobs. Before we mainly talk about Earn in Africa in particular, maybe we can look at the job environment here in Kenya, because I believe that most people are used to, having CVs, taking them to offices, getting jobs through connections. But now, right now, there's this rise of remote jobs.
Yes.
What made you feel like Kenya is a fit, audience, or is a fit area to bring, these remote jobs?
Yeah, well, that's a good question, and as you know, as I mentioned, I'm not new to Kenya. I've supported a number of other organizations in my past, and I have recognized a significant difference in Kenya, particularly when a person is applying for a job. As you mentioned, often that job can come through connections, or out on the street delivering your CV or resume. That is not the way of finding a remote job in the West, right? So we're now, I guess, challenged with that. We want to give people the skills to find remote jobs, and that could go all over the world.
Yes.
Right?
So maybe if you do not actually get what it means by a remote job, is what here in Kenya people call working from home. Working from wherever you are. You could be working for a company that is in the USA, Philippines, India, but you are working right from your home. That is what you're talking about when we say remote jobs. Now, let's talk about the rise of remote jobs. I believe that remote jobs has been in operation, but during COVID, I think it's one of the things that really worked for most people. There was this stay at home, work from home, to try and make people, safe. But now, let's look at it right now. Do you think, looking at what is happening in other countries, what is the future of remote? What does the future of remote jobs look like?
So all the research, if you were to look, would show you that the remote job career world is trending and growing.
Yes.
You know, it's becoming more popular.
Yes.
I made the change myself personally, you know, during COVID. I moved to Kenya.
Yes.
You know, I've got the right technology, I've got the right equipment. I could be working from Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yes.
And supporting my Canadian organizations.
Yes.
So I've learned and I've seen through, you know, all the research, the job market actually is expected to grow in Kenya by over 1 million jobs in the next 5 years.
Yes.
Right, for remote jobs. So it is something that is growing. I think the world is shifting towards a more global marketplace for employment.
Yes.
Not isolated within the countries.
Yes. Looking at Kenya in particular, what makes you think that the youth or the Kenyan population is fit for remote jobs?
Well, there's a few things.
Yes.
You know, the first one being they're very highly educated.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Kenyans, I think there's about 55,000 graduating out of university every year. That would not include colleges or polytechs. So there's a lot of youth graduating.
Yes.
The second one, Kenyans were very quick to adapt technology.
That's true.
Right? We've got great Wi-Fi, great technology here in Kenya now. Right? That's the second thing that's needed for working remotely. And you know, beyond that, I think the abundance. There's a lot of youth in Kenya.
Yeah.
That gig economy. Kenyans are already somewhat have some of that in their cultural or societal, they've got that experience already, working on small or large gigs, right? So Kenyans are fit.
Wow.
They're ready for that. I think they'll be very marketable around the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's unlike other countries. I mean, like countries like Italy, Germany, you find that the majority of population is like the old people.
Yes.
Yeah, but here in Africa, and particularly here in Kenya, I think we have quite a youthful generation. And they say the youth are the future. Now, let's talk about EIA, you know, as an academy. Probably one of the things that the viewer would actually be interested to know is, because when I first met Yves, the main thing that the first course that he was partaking was digital marketing.
Yes.
I do understand that there are other courses that right now are in EIA. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so and you're correct. That first course, we call it the test course, was digital marketing.
Yeah.
We have now rolled out 2 additional courses. The second one being customer support, and the third one being medical billing.
Yes.
So these courses are actually identified by the research done outside of Kenya. Where are the jobs? Where do we see the jobs available?
Yes.
Right? And we're going to develop now our courses, tailor them to fit those jobs.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about them. For someone who might not actually know, what is medical billing? What is customer support?
So customer support would be that, you know, customer service, that call center type of work, right? Where you're assisting customers, you're supporting customers, you might be enrolling customers or registering customers for an organization. Could be something like an internet company or a telephone company, right? Medical billing is a job or a skill set that's required in the call it healthcare sector, right? So it involves coding. It's the practice of taking the transcript from the physicians through to billing in a medical institute, right? That could be supporting an insurance company or a government, right, for the purpose of billing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And maybe I can quick one. For someone who's watching this and they really wanna join EIA Academy, but then they're looking at it like, I mean, what is the wage rate looking like? Wage rate, yani, how much am I earning probably per hour, per week, per month when I join? For example, if you look at the medical billing, on its own, if I get a job on that side, what is the wage rate looking like?
Medical billing, so if you can imagine now, you'd be supporting an organization outside of Kenya. There's nothing limiting you from supporting an organization inside of Kenya as well. But if it was outside of Kenya, that would start depending on your the organization, anywhere from about $2,000 a month up to $4,000 a month. It could be full-time, part-time, it could be a variety of different things in there. But a full-time role with a good organization could be upwards of $4,000 a month.
Wow. What about customer care?
Customer care, I believe it's a little lower on that job scale, but I think it's around $1,500 or $1,700 a month, starting there and moving upwards.
And you said that these jobs, these courses that you guys actually created in EIA are as a result of our research. Maybe you can elaborate more on that. Does the research say that these jobs are more marketable?
These jobs are in demand in the Western countries right now. And we will continue to develop our content only to where the job market dictates that there's a need. That way we're, again, we're striving to ensure, we want to see everyone get a job. We also know that's not possible to get everyone a job. But if we're more probable to get people jobs if we can prepare them for the job markets that are in demand. Right?
So that means in the future we're going to be seeing probably new courses being added for people to enroll.
That is correct.
Wow, amazing. I do believe that it's actually a good initiative for the youth who are watching this video right now. And what are the rates for the classes? Because one of the things that we get most of the time is people saying, maybe the courses are too expensive. How is it on your side?
So the customer support and digital marketing, they're, I believe, 24,000 Kenyan shillings for the entire course. These courses would also include a component of what we call career development, which is both soft skill development and a little bit of hard skill development, right? And job search. That is included in the course. We're going to teach people how to find a job in these courses. So 24,000 for digital marketing, 24,000 for customer service, and I believe it's 36,000 for the medical billing. But the duration of that course is a little bit longer.
How long is it?
It's 5 months. 5 months. Where the digital marketing and the customer support are 3 months long. So the classes are fully online. We'll be utilizing instructors from the West that teach us how to do it the way the Western world wants it. And they'll be twice a week in the evenings. We have found through our past that many people that are taking these courses are already working, right, or have something other to do throughout the day. So the courses are twice a week through the evenings.
Probably, maybe you can take us through. As the operations manager or the head of operations, maybe you can take us through a staff overlook. Probably how many people do you have as tutors?
We do have lecturers or teachers for those topics right now, so that there'll be one lecturer for the entire duration of the course.
We'll be taking care of every course, each and every course. For someone who's watching this and probably they are not yet convinced, why they should, take up remote jobs, why they should enroll to EIA Academy. Can you talk to them?
Yes. Well, I guess I would just say, you know, even for myself, I've spent a lot of years in Kenya. I've tried my hardest to create jobs inside of Kenya, and I've also worked in the education field. For me, this is bringing those both together and opening up that door to the global marketplace, right? Any research at all, you will see the global job marketplace is growing, right? That is work of the future. The days of getting a job and showing up at an office and staying there for the next 25 years is slim to none. That's not going to happen that much more for people. The global marketplace is growing, right? Wow. If I was a youth, well, I did it at a later age, right? I work remotely myself right now. The quicker you are to adopt, the more likely you're going to get in on the opportunities.
Wow, amazing. We've been having a conversation which has actually been amazing with Darcy, if I'm not wrong. I think I got that right.
It's very close.
Darcy is his name, and you can actually follow them on Instagram. That is EIA.
Yes, EIA Academy.
EIA Academy. You can also check the link that I have actually pinned in the comment section, as well as the description, and enroll with EIA today. Get to learn more about remote jobs such as digital marketing, customer support, and medical billing, among others, which are going to be introduced soon for enrolling. So make sure that you enroll right now. Do you have limited spots?
We do have limited spots. I think we're about, the intake is ongoing right now for January. And we're about 30% full already for January. So that we will have a cutoff date likely coming up shortly.
So the sooner you enroll, the better. Make sure that you make that call and you say that you've been sent by Presenter Ali. Thank you so much, Darcy, for coming. I think that has actually been an amazing conversation, and I might actually be seeing you soon, where we might, do more of this so that we can actually empower the young people and tell them more about how they can actually earn in Africa. Thank you so much. Maybe your final remarks?
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here, and look forward to speaking to everyone. Thank you.
Say hi to Yves. Tell him Ali said hi.
I hope it's not snowing too much in United States.
So thank you so much, guys. I am your host, Presenter Al. Behind your camera is Frank, the director. I'll see you guys in the next video.